Okay, guys, here's our list. Furnace, car, front yard poo, because of you know who. That's the next thing on Stonehouse Homestead.
Woohoo!
All right, guys. So to recap, so our boiler was dripping like you see here, and it's because the pressure in the boiler got higher than the PSI that this safety valve regulates. You can see here, there's the pressure. Now it's right at the correct line, but it was actually up higher, and that's why this valve had popped. Now it goes back, so don't worry about it. So I put on a hose and opened up the expansion tank, because what happens is that when the pressure in the boiler gets high, the water backs up into this, goes past this shut-off valve into the expansion tank. So I close this off. I close off the expansion tank so that the water from the whole system wouldn't just pour out. And I put a hose here and started to let it drain out. There is a nipple right here that you're supposed to loosen, and it will allow air to get into the system, but I just could not get it to open, and I wasn't going to strip it. So I ended up taking the hose off and putting the bucket there. So you can see there was a lot of water in that expansion tank. So now I'm just going to close it. You can hear how hollow it is. I'm going to close it up. There we go. So all the hot water in the system would have gone up through this pipe into the expansion tank and then out that spigot. So that's why I had to close this off. So now that this is on, you can hear the water going into the to that, and looky there. Isn't that amazing? So now I'm going to turn the furnace back on. Now besides that, the furnace was also making a almost like a bird screeching sound, because that was basically the water escaping through that valve, that emergency valve. But now you don't hear anything. So everything is cool and copacetic, and this is another way of saving at least $100, maybe $200. It was a simple fix. And the other thing I do too, and you can kind of see where some of the soot got onto the floor, but this time I cleaned out my chimney and I put in new chimney cement around the flue. And I saved myself a ton of money there because the chimney company wanted to charge us about $4,000 to line the chimney. This is a probably 130-year-old chimney, maybe, because I'm not sure if it was the same chimney when the house was built. It didn't have a chimney liner, so you know, basically, if I keep that cleared out of soot, then there's no need to have a chimney liner, at least for this type of furnace. This is a 85% efficient furnace, and the last time we got it checked, but it actually was higher than 85%. Yeah, it's too faded to see. But as you can see, this is the important thing. The pressure is low. And as this heats up, it should get to that arrow and stay there. So, if you found this helpful, entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep notified about our different little projects and money-saving techniques, click the bell. And now I'm going to get out of this basement, which ceilings are only 5 feet at the best.